Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back again, of course, with another Paladins video. I'm playing some Seris today with a very straightforward build that I run in every scenario ever, and that's kind of the subject of the video. How goddamn straightforward and easy Seris is, and at the same time, still really good. Even though I wouldn't call it underrated, which is sort of the series I've had for like the past week for the videos I've been catching up on, but I would say she's underrated in a different way. People seem to be genuinely aware of how good Seris is, but often I see her underutilized and just as like a healer that sits in the back and ghosts away every now and again, but she can actually output quite a bit. Her stun is super annoying, and overall, she's in a really good spot. For the build, I'd say some cards in here are optional, even though I do just run one version of it because it's technically not the most optimized for some scenarios. You might want the escape faster, you might want more self-heal. A lot of the cards here are really worth running and are really quite good, to be honest, but I just don't have the space for them, and for the sake of simplicity, I just run this version of it. But I would definitely consider having a few variants and maybe tweaking it once you know what you like about Seris and what you want to sort of cater your builds around, because yeah, I would consider these 3 or 4 here kind of optional cards, and the only one that you really should run all the time, in my opinion, is the speed buff. It's just so goddamn good. Unless you really know why you don't want it, I would have it in there level 5 and just get used to playing with it. 2 or 3, honestly, compared to 5, just to make Seris such a different character that this card, I think to some extent should maybe be in her base kit, like they've done with some of the other things in the past, just to give her a bit more freedom. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on Seris and her kit, specifically with like the cards and the talents, down in the comments, what you think they should change, what your favorite thing is to run if it's very different from what I have here. Talent wise, she actually has quite a few options here. Agony definitely less popular compared to the other two, but I feel like this subject is a thing I talk about quite a bit on other characters, just a way to play them that is really effective and some people utilize but very rarely, like Seris even doing any sort of damage. I see her so often just focused as a healer, and you can really mix it into your kit and playstyle without very much effort. Just like with Torvald here, and Ash is another character that comes to mind that I talked about recently, the same sort of thing, that they can do really good damage, and for some reason people just don't think about that at all. I've just crashed. I can tell because I'm looking at a still frame. Oh, God damn it. Other people are just lagging or playing weird because this is a very strange match. It seems like a lot of people DC'd. The entire team crashed again. Nice. I was only in for like 2 minutes. I don't know if that's somebody crashing the match, because that was a problem I think a while ago, but I thought they fixed it so that that couldn't happen. Alright, well I loaded back in again. We're getting shredded. I assume it's somebody on their side crashing the match on our side on purpose, because it just crashed again while I loaded back in. Alright, well let's try this one again. We've got a Siege, Splitstone Quarry, we've got an Eevee, Vora, Makoa, and a BK. They have a Makoa too, both plushy, and then Grover, Kinessa, Maeve, and Andro going for Soul Collector. And then the build, although Mortal Reach in this one would actually be quite a good choice, because people, like I said right at the start, often expect you to be a solo support, and you very rarely will get another one if you're a Seris, so they kind of expect you to go for like a full heal thing. But we're going to do hybrid anyway and mix it in. We've got Unyielding, Half Shell, Raw Spirits, Wormhole, Half Shell there again, Rampant Blooming, Darkstalker reposition, and Cat Burglar. The shield is going to be kind of annoying, but I think this is a pretty good scenario for like standard Seris. Throw a heal there on the Makoa as he got hooked in. We'll do another one because he's already kind of low. Can't do much on the right side. Seems like we got kind of screwed already. There's a big heal though. Yeah, we'll throw one more. There we go. I got a very lucky kill on the Maeve. Big heal there again on the Makoa, but that's kind of what I mean with just always be throwing out your little shots in between your heals, because you do have time to do it. You have ammo gen in the builder. Gonna stick with these two throughout shots, throughout heals and stuff. Seems like we are kind of pushing them. I was trying to get enough to stun there on the Makoa. I should have healed early. I think that might have kind of screwed us. I think we're alright though. That is the 0-1 heal on the Vora, one more on the BK here. We're actually still doing alright, I think, support-wise. Big heal there on the Eevee, but we're definitely not getting screwed in this game. Definitely still winnable. We just had a bit of a rough start. We're going to queue. That's the first time I've queued just to get some stacks. One on the Eevee over there. Big heal there again on her. She is still up. I'm not really focused on damage that much, on stacking, which I probably should be more. Kinessa's going to push on me. Alright, we're going to get out of that and queued for the 9 stacks. Heal on the BK. Very weird there. Big damage there on the Grover. We can completely shred him in like a 2-on-2 fight if we've got our tank with us, I think. No damage on the Makoa. Do we just stun here? Yeah, don't know why I'm playing so safe and just a little bit weird. Like, I'm focused on heals more than I think I usually would be, just because I think that we can win this if I actually play my role and do what I should be doing. Big heal there on the BK. I'm not really that worried about the Kinessa when we're fully stacked, because we can easily take 2 of them if we're not getting hit by other stuff, and maybe even like a Thorn headshot and be alright. There's a Q. Let's just get more damage on him, stack him up a bit. Heal the Makoa. Should have done that a bit faster. He's going to ult. We do have enough to double stun. There we go. Oh, he's going for his ult. There's a big heal with the execute. Holy shit, that worked. Both the Makoas were just slashing it out. I didn't have any commentary. I was just kind of watching it happen. For a pop the ult, and we got it cleared. There's a big double heal. Don't run the card that gives the extra right click like spread range. I used to, and I used to think that it was kind of worth running, but the more I played Seris and the more I sort of focus on hybrid and heals and stuff, there's just not really space in the build, and you can reset the right click every 1.5 seconds. So got tapped there by the Kinessa. A little bit worried here. Do a little jump tap maybe. Do I throw the ult? I don't know if it's a good idea to throw the ult. We're going to right click and then throw the ult. Yeah, sure. His shield's going to block it. Never mind. I guess it wore out right at the perfect time. sure there's a Q. Just get rid of the Grover here. I'm going to focus on damage. He's gone. Yeah, we're alright. BK just putting in work. There is a Maeve still somewhere. They're saying someone go bully the Kinessa. I kind of agree. She isn't too much of a problem for me at the moment. It is sort of Eevee's job. And Vora, we have 2 flankers. I didn't even realize that for some reason. Yeah, Kinessa shouldn't be free here. I think Grover and Makoa are playing so close together, and neither of the flanks are really covering her that she should be out relatively easy if they're both going for her. BK, they're saying, yeah, she's free all the time, which is kind of what I just said. I don't even know why I bothered. We'll just run on the bottom, throw some stacks, maybe get somebody early. Nope, Andrew just dodged. Right click, that's a Maeve. Oh, I'm going to push forward a little bit here, just so I can, you know, maybe absorb a bit, because I thought the Makoa was going to get clapped, but he's alright, and also because I didn't want to be stuck at the back near the Maeve. Yeah, that early right click, rip. Oh my god, that could have gone so much better. Double heal, he's got a bit of rejuvenate, I think. I feel like I'm doing the best I realistically could here on like a healer who's also outputting a tiny bit because I'm shifting when I need to. Kinessa's just not even full tapping me there as a right click for the Makoa, but don't want to blame the team because I definitely could be doing better, but I don't think I could have done much to change that being a cap for them. There's a right click on the Eevee. She's still up. We'll throw over for the Vora because she's in a bit of a riskier spot. There we go. She's still up. Heal on the Makoa. Massive. That's a pull. There's a stun. Did that just for the heal on the Q. We are still alive here. Probably should have done it on BK first so he can get back into the fight. I'm in a really bad spot here. Heal on the Makoa. He's up. We'll stack on the Makoa. He's in a bit of a bad spot. We did stun him already. I'm just going to blast him down, right? Yeah, he's dead. BK here on no health. Getting very, very lucky as well with the team. They're positioning themselves really well for me to be able to get heals to them when they actually need to be healed up. Like they're actually escaping is what I'm trying to say. I can't speak today. Right click there. We'll push the enemy Makoa. Stun him. There we go. Nice. Should be able to get rid of the Grover here too if I just aggressively push. I'm going to F here and change my mind. Play a little bit safer. That's an Andro blast. I tried to get a right click to him. Damn, I could have gone better. Definitely having a bit of a tougher time here as the match goes on. Obviously, there's an F. Oh my god, just about out. Pops the ult there. Really, really well timed because I was actually just about to get back in and they kind of knew I was out for a bit, so that ended up working out quite well. I can't do much about the Eevee who's on the other side. We did get the Makoa ult out though. It's a weird sentence, so I suppose it's worth. We'll right click there. We'll throw our ult over. That's the Makoa shield. Again, really bad timing on that. Some stacks on him. Big right click there. I'm trying to mix in the damage and the right clicks, but I don't really know which has got a more priority. That's not a sentence. I'm just going to F and hide over here for a sec. Right click there. Play it kind of safe. I think Makoa did see me, but we're all right. We're just going to wiggle this way. BK cleared him. Don't know why I was playing so worried, but there's the 2-2. Eevee dead in the Slammer or the Maeve. I mean, we've got enough to finish off Chronos. This is going as well as I could hope, but I'm just hoping we step it up a bit with the damage output. I feel like I'm doing really well on Seris here. It's a good showcase for her, but it's quite a tough situation. People are always low, and I also always need to be outputting damage, so it's kind of tough. Even though it's easy to play right now, I'm not having a hard time. It's still really straightforward and not complicated. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot for how much effort I'm putting in. That is the Maeve ult straight away. I did get tapped by the Kinessa once. I don't even know where the team is, to be honest. BK is running in this late. There's a right click on Eevee. Koa is out all the way on his own. It's just us. That's a Maeve. Just going to pop the F and go back to spawn. I can't do anything to help out the Makoa there for sure. I just need to wait for us to regroup. Right click there preemptively on him. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back on there to touch. There's a Q. He's going for the ult. We're just going to F here. That's the objective lost. There's a right click for the two of them. He is still up just about, but I think he's going to die here any second. He's getting really big tick heals. He's got a good enough build for us to keep him up, but man, these fights at the start are really hard for us to get in. It seems like we kind of recover it when we regroup after they've like capped it, but the first like push is just impossible for us to even get close to the point. I think Makoa goes out on his own, and the damage and flanks for some reason just play way too safe for it to work. We're going to F here. Definitely don't see enough people deactivate the F early. There's a Q. I thought he was kind of low. He is low enough. There we go. Makoa finishing him off. I think Makoa is definitely putting in the most work at the moment. Eevee seems like she's not doing that much. Vora is doing all right, but I also see her a lot of the time just in a really, really weird spot getting battered. I think me and Makoa are both doing the best we can, but we're both struggling from the issue that I've talked about in so many videos where you're stuck on a role who can't necessarily carry, but you can put in a lot of work, and we're kind of holding the defense, me and him, and you know, everyone else is kind of working well enough together that it works out, but I think we could easily be winning this if we just shifted a few bits. There's Andrew on me. I'm trying to get out of the right click, but that took forever. I was spamming everything there to get out of it, but I locked myself in. Either they're saying that Maeve's aim is sus. I don't really think so, to be honest, but maybe I'm not paying enough attention. We'll grab some more nimble. Eevee here playing like a blaster, but it kind of works. She did get rid of somebody. There's a big stun, or a big amount of damage at least. Grover's gone. Not Grover. That's not a Grover. Do you think I didn't see him? I guess we push him here, go into the F. Yeah, we're all right. I don't know why he just sat in the corner. Did he assume that I didn't see him like a millisecond before he ran there? I don't know. Duel the Grover here. There's a stun. He's got his big self-heal shield, or his card that triggers it. I really didn't even bother looking at the freaking cards, which I probably should have. Heal there for the Eevee as she flies off. Alright, Maeve on the bottom. I don't think the Maeve is cheating, by the way. She's just playing like alright, I suppose. There's a Q. Stun the Makoa, just to be mean. Big heal on the BK. I think we're going to hold it right. Big heal there, and there we go. Defense successful. I'm surprised we held it. 3-3. It's going to go the full distance. We've all got ults except for the Makoa, who used it earlier on, which I think you kind of needed to be honest. What did I go for? Probably Veteran, right? yeah, Variant gives us like an extra 100 health. I feel like I have done genuinely the best I could have here to make this some sort of win without like playing really risky and going super aggressive and trying to flank and stuff, which maybe would have worked better. I don't know. But anyway, let's do it. I said flank left and we're all going to run right, but hey, I'm here with the team except for the Eevee. There's a heal on the Makoa. I'm just preemptively right-clicking, to be honest. We're on the top here. Do I go for the ult? I don't know if his shield's there. I'm just going to make sure everyone's high health. I think that's more important than throwing out an ult, right? He's fine. We'll go for it here. There we go. Did that get me anything? Did it get me a Mave? Complete waste of an ult though, to be honest. There's a stun. He's going to go for his ult. There's an F. I am now stuck. Heal on the Makoa. Okay, we're dead. Don't know really what the plan was before I got the ult on him though. So Makoa's out, but it seems like the Kinessa was just allowed to live for free. Maeve was doing something, I didn't even see her. And there we go, there is the defeat. I don't know if everybody even used their ults there, but that was abysmal. That was probably the worst attacking attempt on the point I've had in like a game. 4 times back to back we lost the cap or even any pressure on the point. But anyway, not going to criticize them too much here because of course this was just a casual game, but we did really well, to be honest. 150k on Seris with 50k damage. I'm really happy with. We outdamaged the BK and the Eevee, and like I said, Mako was doing work, 4 was doing work, but shoutouts there to their Kinessa as well as their Andro and also their Makoa. Props to the 3 of them. That was a really good game. I didn't even feel like I was being focused, which is great when people actually see me on the enemy side and play pretty normally, I would say. I think most of the time they did flank me, I was able to sort of get away with the F and the speed and stuff. I don't know what's going on here on the bottom right with BK. I've never noticed that visual glitch before with where he's standing, but yeah, there are the stats. There's not really much I can add. They played better as a team for sure, and it really showed when we were trying to actually cap the point, but we were able to defend it pretty much the entire time there, and props to the team for at least coming together and trying to do that. But even though I was playing Seris and it looked like maybe I was having a hard time, it was really easy, really straightforward, and we still did really well there, to be honest. I feel very comfortable on Seris. Is obviously a big reason for that. And honestly, I think I'm going to leave it at that. My background lights have died because I've been recording for so long after that first game, you know, fiasco, whatever you want to call it. The second game was also just a perfect example, so it's a really good place to leave it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. Like I said, your thoughts on Seris. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay frostfang.